All right, so over here on the Germans, so this is where we're going to first see the Mi-8. I'm not going to go into it fully. We'll see it over onto the German, or over onto the Russians. But you'll have the 9 M14M missiles. It's going to have a 3-kilometer range. I think the Russian one gets a little bit farther range, if I remember correctly. Let me pull it up here just to verify. Yeah, it gets a 4-kilometer range with the flying. But so you do only get a 3-kilometer range, which does suck in comparison. But you do get 2 incendiaries, 2 500s, and then, of course, a whole ass load of fucking rockets. As soon as a kid. Grease fire at the ballpark. I mean, it makes sense. Now, as for location on the tech tree, it is going to be in line with the Alouette down to the Mi-24P. And how they explained it is that as it stands right now, it's not one of those things of you have to go through here. You'll have an option still to, I guess, go through this route, but it'll be a shortcut to Mi-24P. But if you work this way to the Mi-24P, apparently you can't move back. That's what they explained it as. So I don't know if that's something that's going to continue on or if they're going to change that in the future or not, but we'll see. When it comes to the attaching later on to the Tiger, I don't think so. I think they'll put something else in the long run after the 24P. So is it worth it? If you want something, I guess, but unless this actually connects over, I personally say fuck it. That's just me. All right. For the Drosh, it is located. Where is it at here? Just saw it a second ago, didn't I? Where am I missing it? Where am I missing it? Oh, God. Oh. Coastal Fleet. So I'm not used to dealing with Coastal Fleet. So it's one of the sub chasers located on rank 4. You're going to end up having the option for depth charges, contact mines, or both. Your main cannon is an 88. Let's actually click back to it. Your main cannon is an 88 millimeter. You got 2 of them. You got one in the front and one in the back. Main penetrating round will have 124 at 1,000, 104 at 2,000. Let's see, 37s are going to have 84 millimeters of pen. Where are they at? Those are the 20 mils. There they are. There's a 37. Those are all just your AA turrets right there. So there's your actual 37 mils. But those are pretty much all AA guns anyway. But it looks like nothing more than just a mine layer. That's all it is. How many mines can it carry? 40 or 30, I'm sorry, 30 mines. Jesus. That or the bomb mortars. Jesus Christ, bro. That's ridiculous. Oh, no, be 40 mines. Yeah. I'm sorry, 40 mines. I'm going to count 30. 40 contact mines or 12 of the depth charges. Fucking. How would this look with it? Now I'm curious. Put them on there. Purchase. Come on. Bomb order. There we go. So it would look like. Damn! Look at that shit. It just looks like it's right at. It looks like it would actually have more in there too, typically. That's crazy. I mean, what would I wonder if like during combat they would normally take this out and then just load it up? Man. Hey, Weeb Lord, welcome back. I know we were just looking at it a second ago. This look pretty, very pretty. Pineapple's going to be happy to see it. Going to be very happy to see it. Leopard 2 PSO is next. So each one of these is an additional. How thick? Jesus. 232 millimeters of extra thickness. Oh my God. Fuel tanks, though, too. But it only gets DM53, too. So that is one of the other things. Hey, Jay Johnson. It's Mexi. Welcome back. So sad that game is going to hell in a handbasket. I heard it's getting worse and worse. Has it got any chance of saving it, or is it pretty much down or past any portion of redemption? When it comes to what chips are we getting, I think we will. Click the wrong one. I think we will get the 6s in the long run, but again, it's just a matter of when do we get rank 8s. So, because if we're getting rank 6 premiums or rank 5 premiums, I mean, just look at how they did it with air and everything else. They just pushed it out with just another rank, and then they had the premiums follow in after it, right? Check One Out is an awesome song. But yeah, the PSO, like I said, it only is going to be getting the DM53. So I'm not sure. I mean, it's kind of extra armor. I think at that point, it's just kind of, overall, hey, what can we do to give the Germans another Leopard? However, there is something I did see that they were doing when it came to the tech tree. They're lumping the 2A5 and the 2A6 together. So that way people aren't having to play through them. So that'll be nice. Same thing with the Gepards. Or the Oslo and the Gepard 1A2, I should say. They're lumping them together. So they are grouping stuff and they are pushing stuff when they can, but it takes having an ass load of extra tanks in a tech tree for them to lump them together. So the Ag Panther, the Ferdinand, all the Panthers except for the D getting lumped together there like they used to be. I still remember when the Tiger 2105 was lumped up together here. Trying to think of what else there is. Oop, clicked the wrong spot. Panzers are all getting lumped together. Be nice. All right. NASA. So that's just another Nassau-class battleship. Well, the Nassau-class. But this one here is the 1910. And I think they were saying this is going to be the oldest ship in the game. I think it's what they stated. When it comes to... I think it says the oldest ship that was being added to the game right now. So... either way, she's going to be pretty. I love that paint scheme. All right. Next. So this is the premium being added to the Russians, the Marat. 1941 Marat. Which class is this? The Sevastopol? All right. No. Where's it at? Sevastopol. Right there. Okay. So that's a whole class of them right there. That's crazy. Burial in the project. Gotcha. So that'll be fun for those that are enjoying it. So it's got more of the anti-aircraft defenses. 637s. Got a couple 76s. A couple more 6 turret 76s. Got 13 50 cals. Oh yeah. Got plenty of stuff there. All right, next up, the TO-55. So this is the Russian's premium. Oh, let me pull up the tech tree so you guys can see where it's at. But the Russian premium flamethrower that they're bringing in at 8.0 right now. At least this is what it is, work in progress. It'll be 8.0. So you're going to have the 100mm cannon on it. So your APDS. You're going to have your Heat FS, your BR-412D. I mean, it's pretty much your T-55. That's all it is. But with the flamethrower in the turret. Let's take it for a test drive. And then that. There we go. Okay. Most of things right. Well, Lord, I would say I would change it over, but I need people to be able to answer it, so I'll refund it back. Don't you worry. Because I need if they've got questions when it comes to this stuff here, I want to make sure I be able to answer it, so. I don't want to end up making it to where they can't ask questions about the things. Once we get over to playing stuff, absolutely. But yeah. So normally it'd be that. Now, this is one thing I am noticing. The flamethrower is off just a little bit. And I'm not quite sure why. So yeah. Well, that's the thing is, I mean, when they brought out the Crocodile and the few others as well that they've brought into game, they weren't shooting off to a side when they were first added, so I don't understand why. See if I can get all these, one of these to detonate. So, when it comes to it, oh, come on. You can actually detonate not only fuel tanks, but also smoke launchers. Now, that's one way to do it. I'm trying to get the other to actually work. Nope. If you can, let me change to a different tank. It's got a little bit smaller. If you use a smaller caliber round, you can actually have a chance to not only just cause it to spark and do a little bit of smoke, but to actually set it off completely. I'm going to switch through every one of these trying to make this work for you guys so you can actually see it. There they are. There we go. We'll see if we can get the barrel to actually heat up on this too. There we go. It's actually heating up. So in the trailer, you got to see the barrel actually turn red. Here, it does it too, and it starts smoking as well. It's kind of exaggerated on some tanks, but on others, it kind of is realistic. But yes. But it is kind of a nice effect. But like I said, some of them, they are exaggerated on how quickly it turns red. And like 50 cals, many of the 50 cals themselves, they actually are turning very quickly, and it shouldn't be that quick. Like that right there. I mean, by now it should, if we were to continue on. But at this point, it's stopping anyway, so it's not allowing us to technically get up that fast, or that hot. But alright. There we go. Set it off. So now you can actually technically troll the enemy team. Which, caveat issue, what happens in Sim at the friendly player, and you want to blast them all the time. Now those smokes become potentially more of a problem. I don't know if it works in realistic but I know it does in Sim. But yeah. Do they not have... Oh, right there. There's a lot more smoke and debris, though, with shots. Drone mates. Right? It is going to feel like it. I don't know. Let's find out. Let's see if it does. And actually, let's go to one of the other ones that will end up probably showing a little bit better. Let's do... Go back here. We'll do a few of these. Choose crew. Cancel. And then also do this. Choose crew. Test drive. Night. Let's do clear. Okay. Confirmed. Confirmed. It does look nice, doesn't it? Oh, man. Anyway. All right, let's go check, see if the other one does. I want to see if the M42 is going to do it as well. But how you doing, Sarah Bear? Welcome back. Good to see you. And Lariana, welcome back. Bacon on the... A whole freaking slab of bacon, man. We could put it on there and we cook that whole sucker up. Good to go. Test drive. See if this does it. And how you doing, Lariana? Can we get a shout out? I like it. I like it. Oh, yeah. God, that looks pretty. The Duster or the M61? All right, so we talked about Germany, we talked about Russia, except now we're on to the MiG-29 SMT. Don't think I've got this one. Let me pull up and finish out all these modules here, and we'll look at specifically what all it's got for the aircraft. One sec. For 80 trees. Just remember, Jarvis and Private are a little on the chunky side. Essentially, Jarvis. He's a porkster. That's why we got the cooldown on it, too. Because he's a little bit of a chunkster. Hey, welcome back, Havoc. Hey, no worries there, Alpha. You're very welcome, buddy. You're very welcome, man. Best of luck to you, my friend. Have I looked at the Russian dev server already? Is it different than the regular dev server? Is that what you're saying? I've watched the dev stream and the English dev stream too. Yeah. All right. So for this one here, we do get the R73s. So you get up to 6 R73s. You get the R27 ETs. You get the R27 ERs, the R27 Ts, R27 Rs. You get the Cobb 500K Rs, so your TV guided 500 kilogram bombs. You get 2 of your KH-29 TDs, the rocket guided missiles. And you get all your other party favors as well. It's that crazy. Let's copy this one. We'll take in the ETs. Can we do one of each? I don't think we can we? We can. Well, then. That makes this a whole different fucking shebang. Huh. Well, the R73s are, when it comes to, in comparison to AIM-9s, it'd be an AIM-9M equivalent, essentially. So we don't have that unlocked on the US tech tree yet.
Terrain. Pull up.
But what we do have is the AIM-9L over on the US. People are asking, why don't we allowed to have the AIM-9M on the Block 50, the F-16C Block 50? Gaijin saying, oh no, this is what we're going to give you, the AIM-9L. and then they gave it the AIM 7Ms instead of giving it the AIM 120s. The when it comes to the R27, let's say, let me pull them up here. Come on, scroll up. There we go. The ERs, those are your radar guided missiles. So that would be like your AIM 7s. So your Sparrows. Must maintain the lock while you've actually got those in the air. The ETs are your all aspect infrared, much farther range missiles, which I don't understand why you would really want to. It's only got 30 Gs. So what though? But in all honesty, you'd probably end up carrying 2 of the ERs and then 4 of the R73s. But they're very, very nice. Well, I mean, with the way people are in game here, everyone's getting down to the deck. Everyone's close up in anyway. You're not firing off at long ranges most times. Now, if you get, let's say, one of your much farther out EC maps or you're playing Sim, you'll probably see people running some ETs, in all honesty, because people aren't watching what's out there and they're waiting for a lock. If they got a lock, then they're going to the deck trying to run whatever's locked onto them into the ground. But if you're firing an ET or an R or a T altogether, you're not going to know that it's locked onto you, and it's going to be much farther out. However, now with these new radars, unfortunately I can't show you guys unless we're in matches and whatnot, you're actually getting a warning about what's locking onto you, what's pinging you even. Also, when a missile's being launched at you. So there are a lot of warnings that are actually coming with this new system. But yeah. This thing is going to be a beast. It really is. It's made to where I know some people are saying, oh, no, the US is still very much doing real well with its F-14. And I mean, yeah, if you think about it, the F-14B at much farther ranges will still have it. How often are you seeing people at far ranges actually using the F-14B? That's the thing. You're seeing them in close more often than out there at far range. But all right, so moving on. The Mi-8, though, here with the Russians, is getting its Falanga missiles. So they are going to have 4-kilometer range compared to the 3-kilometer range over on the Germans. And when it comes to where it is in the tech tree, it's actually going to be its own spin-off. Instead of it being in line with anything, it's actually being its own spin-off from the Mi-4. So it's not even going to have anything after it currently. Will it in the future? Maybe, hopefully. Maybe they'll put something over there in the long run. But for as it stands right now, it is its own path in game. But the next one we have would be the 2S1. So we did get to see it a little bit over there on the other tree, over on the Germans. Or not the Germans, actually, you didn't get to see it because I was messing around, moving around too fast. We'll talk about it here. This would be a perfect spot to put it. So the 2S1 is going to get your laser rangefinder when it comes to it, I believe. Or is that the Italian version only? Not Italian, the Hungarian version. I think it's the Hungarian version that gets it only. No? Let's find out. Let's find. I just want to test this one out. We're going to take it into a test drive real fast. Take it in. Doesn't matter. Really? Nope. It's not. I thought they said it was. Maybe I misunderstood what they said. So it's not going to get the rangefinder, and it's just going to get every other round imaginable. When it comes to where it is in the tech tree, it's right before the 2S3M. So 6.0, nothing special. Modification-wise, rounds, you'll have the HE that will have 6 kilograms of TNT equivalent. You will have your high explosives variably timed, and you also have your Heat FS with 400 millimeters of pen. What was probably I will be using for it personally. I don't like using HE personally. What's the green banner on all my Vicks? What do you mean, Mr. Fahu? I'm sorry. And welcome back, by the way. I forgot to mention. Green banner on all my Vicks. You talking about back there in the background? What's going on with it? Oh, that right there? The X or the times 5? I apologize for missing it. But yeah, that's what that is. That's so because on the dev server here, and this goes for everybody, not just me only, but everybody. If you download and get on the dev server when it's open, they make it a 5x multiplier for research points and for Silver Lion bonus on any of the vehicles that you use to try and help you move through to be able to test stuff out. The content creators were given, GE packages of vehicles and all that to help us go ahead and showcase stuff. But for the average player who just wants to play it and tech stuff out on their own, this helps them to go ahead and do it. All they would have to do is go into the actual regular matches. So